Hey everyone, Bruce Weinstein with Cooking with Bruce and Mark. If you saw the video Mark did on margaritas, you'll know how to make the perfect margarita, but we've gotten so much email and so many notes on our Facebook group, Cooking with Bruce and Mark. Everybody wants to know what kind of tequila he was using. So I thought it'd be really cool to show you the tequila he used and some other tequilas that are great in margaritas and some that are great on their own and you're not gonna waste them in a margarita. So what did Mark use? Right here. This is a silver tequila, also called Blanco tequila. Why we use this? Because it's the pure flavor of agave. It doesn't have any wood, it's not aged. You can see that it is clear. The wood is what gives these other tequilas their color. When I say wood, I mean, of course, they're aged in wooden barrels. This is not aged. After it's made, it's just put in stainless steel tanks, and then it's bottled. So you get the flavor of agave. Now we're talking 100% agave. Why? There are a lot of tequilas you can get that don't say that, and they cost less. You're paying for the tequila, you're paying for that delicious agave flavor. It's floral, it's fruity, it tastes like the drink you know, the margarita. That flavor is agave, so go for 100% agave. Otherwise, you don't know what you're getting in there. So you can see Mark's had quite a bit of this. It wasn't just his margarita. I think he's had quite a bit of this one too. So this one, silver tequila. There's no wood, there's no aged. Let's smell it. Oh my God, I smell the alcohol, yes. There's not much other overtones. I'm not getting all that cigar smoke and tobacco and things you say you get when you age stuff in wood, but oh, that's so smooth because it's a really high quality tequila, and because it's 100% agave, I'm getting floral notes. I'm tasting the Sonoran Desert. I'm tasting flowers. This is really delicious. But let's move on to some others. After you have silver or Blanco tequila, you have reposado. What's that? Well, that's just the silver tequila that's put into barrels and aged at least 2 months, but no longer than a year. You see it gets a little bit of beautiful golden color from the wood that gives it a little more flavor, softens the alcohol bite a bit, and you start to get some overtones of flavor. I'm getting more than just the flowers. Now I'm getting a hint of cinnamon. A little bit of sandalwood. This actually even has a bit of orange in it. To me, this almost tastes like a margarita before I even added the orange liqueur. Remember, Mark said you had to use Cointreau or the lime. This is delicious. This is also great for shots. This is a good sipping tequila, but for a real sipping tequila, let's move over here. Añejo. That means it's aged in wood at least a year, but not more than 3. That's this one. Okay, you can see the colors getting darker because there's more time in wood. Let's taste this one. The tasting notes in the store said it tasted like the tropics. It had notes of cinnamon and caramel and bananas. Let's see. Oh, that smells amazing. I do. I smell bananas. That's crazy. Oh, that's so smooth. You could put this in a margarita. In fact, I might put this in a margarita. It would make a really special margarita. But this would be really good on its own. I don't even think if I was doing it on its own, I'd put ice in this. Okay, let's go to something that if he put in a margarita, I'd kill Mark. This is a super añejo, aged 3 years in oak. Look at the color of this. This is dark. This looks like cognac. It looks like bourbon. This is amazing. This, oh, it's cinnamon and wood and coconut shells. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, this, if you're a bourbon drinker or a rum drinker, you should consider having a super añejo tequila because this, I should have put this in a snifter. That would have been so much better. Okay, this is never going into a margarita. It's never going into a paloma with grapefruit juice. This is only going in a glass and it's only going in my mouth. Okay, so let's review our tequilas. We had silver, we had reposado aged for a couple of months, we had añejo aged for up to a year, and we have super añejo aged 3 years. These are the 3 you can use in a margarita. This is the one you should never use in a margarita. You know, a lot of people not only asked what Mark was drinking in that margarita, they said, well, what would they use in a strawberry margarita? That's like asking me what vodka I should put in a vodka martini. Martinis are made with gin, margaritas are made with tequila. There's no strawberries in margarita. And a frozen margarita, well, if you insist, then you might as well get the one that's not 100% agave because you're gonna lose all that flavor anyway. I think when you're having a good tequila drink, get 100% agave, and you could mix it with some fruit juice. Sure, grapefruit juice is great, This tequila with grapefruit juice, fabulous for breakfast. Have you ever had a Coke and tequila? Well, you want to go for a reposado or an añejo, have it with a burger for lunch. This one, after dinner, no matter what you're drinking. So there's our setup of silver, reposado, añejo, and super añejo tequilas. Come to my Facebook group, Cooking with Bruce and Mark. Share with me the tequilas you like. I want to know what you're drinking, and then we'll see what I'm drinking next time on Cooking with Bruce and Mark.